On the Slime Media right here. This right here is my quick review on Atlanta season 4, episode. Making sure. Oh man, I forgot the name of the episode. It's episode. Yeah, season 4, episode 5. Work ethic. Good episode, by the way. Very very good, solid episode. Probably last episode was good as well, but I say this one was might be better with a little comedy wise and everything. This actually is another one off episode, but except it does have some of my main characters. They just with Val. This is pretty much her centric episode, just basically about her. And I'm gonna get straight to it. This video, like I said, is a quick response. I'm kind of late on this video. Cause I know the new episode comes on today as well. So I'm gonna get straight to it and talk about this episode. So Val is going in as an extra, getting paid for extra, do an acting gig and all that as a job. So she comes in very funny, interesting when she runs into all the people and everything like that. And one guy tries to get her phone number, tries to talk to her and get her name and everything like that. She gives her the wrong. He gives her the wrong name, and then the person calls her and actually says the right name, and he's like, oh, all right, bye, such and such. So that's funny on that. That's funny on that. I think I forgot the name he had gave her, and she had gave to him and all that, but he was like, yeah, such and such. So that was funny on that part. But when we get to the studio and all that where she's acting at, it gives off the Tyler Perry vibes because this of course film movie is called Atlanta and it's pretty much a rip off of Tyler Perry Studios. Everybody knows about Tyler Perry's big studio that's in Atlanta and everything like that. So it's pretty much a rip off of his show and pretty much it talks about pretty much a black exploitation film. Talks about the stereotypes of black people in black television shows and everything like that. So it's a very good episode to talk about and discuss about it. Me for example, I'm not big on them kind of movies. I mean, them kind of movies and TV shows like that per se. Some of them entertain. Don't get me wrong. I like some of Tyler Perry movies. I like Family Reunion. I love Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Just that's just to name a few. I did like Meet the Pains and all that. I mean, Tyler Perry's House of Pain. I did like that. I thought that was a little fun and interesting. Meet the Browns. I thought it was an okay show. So I like some of Tyler Perry's stuff. And I'm like, I'm not a big fan of those kind of nature. I mean, not nature, but those stereotypical like black movies that are we kind of get used to and all that nature, second nature wise. I'm more of a big superhero movie fan. As you can see in the back right now, I'm a big superhero movie fan, a big sports film fanatic. So anything that has to do with movies about sports or superheroes or even just straight up action flicks like a Bad Boys, um, oh my goodness, Bad Boys, even something like Wolf of Wall Street. I thought that was a very good movie. I love that. Or even your Denzel Washington Training Day movies. I love those kind of movies. All those movies he did. I can't name a bunch on the top of my head, but those stereotypical type movies. I think probably not pronouncing the word right. Those stereotypical movies are movies like I'm more of a fan of everything. Not a big Tyler Perry fan, but he has his own audience. This is a big fan of movies that people that like his kind of movies and everything like that. Pretty much older church woman. One of my friends says kind of like that's his demographic, his audience. Older 45-year-old or 50-year-old church woman. Those are his movies are meant for them kind of audiences. Movies you want to watch, you get home from church or anything like that. Those are his typical kind of movies you go for. So that's what I like to say about that. But right when she's going through the studio, she's getting like this role. I mean, it's extra, just playing a small role in this little film and everything like that. And her daughter speaks out loud. The first time we see her daughter, and it's also played by a new actress now. We see her daughter for the first time in this season and everything like that. So in this part when we get it, so she says a line, and the actor, the guy that's supposed to be upstage, he actually likes it. He says, "Oh yeah, put her in the script and everything like that." So long story short, he drags her into like she's in a bunch of movies, getting a bunch of roles. I mean, a bunch of series, getting a bunch of roles, and she's getting explored around. She's trying to find her daughter and everything like that. And she's like, "I can't find my daughter." Val's like, "Where's my daughter at? Where is she at? Can't find her." So we get to the point one of the ladies say, "Oh, now I don't know where he's at." Such as just I forgot. Oh my goodness, I forgot the guy's name as well. And all. Let me look up his name as well. The guy's name, who he was. Like I said, it's been a minute since I watched this episode for a while. So let me get the name. That guy. Oh my goodness, y'all bear with me, y'all on this. All right. Dang. So yeah. So wow, man. They jamming back here next door to me as y'all. I don't mean to get off topic, right? Yes, Mr. Chocolate. Yes, that's his name. I'm sorry, I had to read it where I'm sorry about that, y'all. But that's the guy's name, Mr. Kirkwood Chocolate. That's his name. So Mr. Chocolate takes Val's daughter and says Lottie like and Val pretty much goes everywhere to try to find her and everything. And then Mr. Chocolate she tells Mr. Chocolate, give me my daughter back, and he speaks on that comment, says no. So she's gonna storm and trying to get her daughter back, and then goes to security, and then actually goes through security with the help of help of another one of the ladies there as well, and ends up shooting. The lady ends up shooting one of the security guards. Said, "Oh, this is not a real gun." The security guard said, "Nah, that's not even a real gun. It's a fake gun." And all that goes up and sees the guy, and like I said, he's almost like a Tyler Perry escort lookalike, the way Mr. Chocolate looks. And she goes on him and tells him about all that kind of stuff and everything like that. Then it says, I've been playing your whole life. You're a struggle single mother. You have a love interest because there's one guy that's into it that likes to talk to her. He's a love interest as well, pretty much. I got your whole life mapped out already and everything. Which is, of course, what Tyler Perry movies are. A single black family home. I mean, that's pretty much his main thing about a lot of his movies. Just being real. They're about single family home. So that's how most of his movies work. So, like pretty much it's like the funniest part of the movie is too. I mean, that's pretty much the movies and TV shows are. So the funny part about the show is like she ends up throwing grits on him and all that when when he demands she gets her daughter back and everything like that. He has to call and say, "Oh, here's your daughter," and everything like that. Which, is, of course, is case in point to one of them Tyler Perry movies. I actually was a fan of, I guess, because how old I was when that movie first came out. So it's kind of a little part of my childhood. But kind of like when the lady, throws the grits on. I forgot. I know it was Blair Underwood's character that got grits thrown on him in Medea's family reunion because he was beating on his fiance and everything like that. And when she finally decided to call the wedding off, he ends up throwing, she ends up throwing grits on him and everything. So got a reminisce of that with her doing that on him and everything like that. He looked so unfazed about it, like he wasn't even studying, like he wasn't even concerned about it or anything like that. But he gets grits on him. Then she calls, tells her to get her daughter back. Then she asks. Then Mr. Chaka asks, Lottie, do you want to still be a part of this? And she's just like, yes, yes. And Val says, no, 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 and all that, everything like that. So she tells him, no, no. And he's like, no, I'll make sure I have so much money till she's 20 years old and everything like that. Which, of course, typical child actors, a lot of them do go broke after they're 20. We already talk about this a lot. A lot of child actors get big, do good, and do well. And then, like, once they hit their adult years and all, they end up struggling and everything like that. We see that a whole bunch of times, a lot, and everything. And Val at the end of the episode tells her daughter, "Hey, you gotta learn to make decisions for your own. Because when you get older, mama, I'm not gonna, your mother's not gonna be here for you. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna be able to make important decisions for her and all that. So you gotta learn to make smart decisions. Because he's pretty, because Mr. Chocolate's finna capture her and all that and everything, and she won't be able to do nothing. So like, I mean, not capture her, but put her in movies, TV, probably put her in TV shows, all that, and be one of them child actors just always working, never get to enjoy real life, not be able to know how to do anything and all that, but and all. So pretty much get manipulated and all. So that pretty much in the episode, and also she sees the guy written on the back wall of him about about saying like, oh, the guy that she met on set telling him like, oh, telling her, hey, you want to go back in the bathroom? I mean, go back to the bathroom, but you want to go to my place and just pretty much get it on pretty much. So he was just trying to pounce on her and all, just trying to get something from her. So she sees that and Val just like throws it away and all that. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. Good solid episode. Like I said, very entertaining, very interesting. Like, I know I was a little bit rushed all over the place. I forgot the guy's name, Mr. Chocolate, the main character. I mean, not the main character, but the main point, like the Tyler Perry lookalike. This pretty much the episode was pretty much exploitation of Tyler Perry, his films and everything like that, and about his studio and all that, about the generic movies we get and all that from him and everything. So I thought it was a good movie. Like I mean, good the movies and TV shows again. I thought it was a good episode of Atlanta. I like how they put the spin on it. Like I said, I'm a big like I said, I'm a big fan of other kind of movies besides his kind of movies, but Tyler Perry's movies. But like I said, he has his crowd, has his audience, and all that. You can't knock somebody, especially where he come from, to be like where he's at now, where he's become, and everything like that. But just shows an example. Gambino does it. All his episodes really have a deeper meaning to it. And that's what I love about it. This episode really had a completely different meaning for it. Like, you understood it, where he was coming from and everything like that. So that's why I enjoyed it. That's why I was entertained by it. So good solid episode. And the also Zazie Beetz as Val. Man, she is so fine. I just had to put that out there too before I wrap this up. Man, she looks so good. That's why also I love this episode just about her too. Man, like she is fine. I like I said, I loved her in Deadpool. I loved her in The Joker. I love her in a lot of stuff. Also, she was in Bullet Train as well. I loved her in that as well. Just a little small cameo scene. She had that in Bullet Train as well. Also, Brian Perry, who also plays, Paperboy, aka Al, he was also in that movie as well. Had a big part in that movie as well, Bullet Train. But if you haven't seen Bullet Train, please check it out, Bullet Train. But yeah, like oh man, yeah, Zazie Beetz, who definitely fine, definitely one of the real baddies out there. New young actress that's really fine. So I just had to put that out there. But like I always say, if you like the content, please don't hesitate to like the subscribe button. This is Slime Media. Stay tuned, because I'm finna be right back. Finna do my review on Raising Kanan, season 2. So check out my review on Raising Kanan. That's finna come up right after this. So y'all stay tuned for Slime Media. It's cause tonight, I don't know if I'll do a review on Atlanta today, even though the episode drops tonight, because I'm definitely gonna do a review on She-Hulk and Stargirl. I just saw them 2 episodes this morning, so I will do reviews on both of them. So y'all check me out for both of them. But right now, coming up is my review on Raising Kanan. Y'all enjoy life and be blessed.